Hello my friends and welcome once again to my virtual reality attic. Today we're back playing Moss. It's an extended break from Skyrim. Probably not. I'm going to try and alternate these slightly, but Skyrim's going to take a while to get through, so there's probably going to be more Skyrim episodes than non-Skyrim episodes for the time being. Then again, I am recording this particular game right now because I feel like sitting down. I don't know about you, when I play games, sometimes it's nice to sit down. Anyway, we're here, we had a talk with some guys in their pool of not water, I guess. I guess it's just... yeah, okay, that's weird. Okay, looks like water. Doesn't react like water. Maybe it's like a shiny glass surface or something. Right, okay, right off the bat we have a platforming challenge. I briefly touched on this in the last episode, but like platforming in 3D, while it feels like this sort of single fixed perspective would be hell to platforming on a 2D screen. But the camera was just fixed here. I mean, this would be really hard. It's pretty hard to play it like this. And like, even though we have 3D vision, the problem is the disconnect between like the analog stick and the character you're controlling. Because like you'd be holding this controller in any sort of direction, so you have to sort of adjust for that. But thankfully we do have a secret weapon, and that's called standing up. Right, so what was previously a very hard jump is now trivial. We got a little look. Might remember that door from the opening. It's the one that... oh, okay, that jumps a little bit trickier. Yep, come on Quill, you can do it. I believe in you very strongly. With your grass sword. Interestingly, even though we saw the grass sword like materialize after she got the grass gauntlet in the cutscene, she does keep it on her back like her old sword, so it doesn't magically grow out of the grass gauntlet, which I think that was a thing in Adventure Time. Didn't Finn have I think he had like a grass band around his hand that was cursed and he couldn't take off. So I'm just trying to look at your... Oop. Oh man, that jumped so hard. Okay, we'll just continue expanding on my embarrassing level of knowledge of a children's cartoon for a bit. Yeah. Yes, he had a sword made of grass that would grow, well, leaves at least, that would grow out of a band on his arm, and this rather puts me in mind of it, but it doesn't seem to work that way in actuality. I suppose it makes sense for such a tiny creature to have a... okay, right. Oh god, don't fall. Don't fall! Please don't fall. Okay, last one. Yeah, we did it! You're the best. Okay, now let's reassume the gaming position. It's always very, very important to have a little reset as well. Have a little reset. So I'm going to apologise as well because I looked at the audio for the last episode and I had a couple of spikes where I've touched the microphone or the microphone cable. It's very hard to get a decent setup for VR because like the microphone has to be on me when I'm moving around. I don't know, maybe I should get a room level quality microphone. I'm not really very good at this, you may have noticed. Audio is probably my weakest point. I think I've got video down, just about. Well, we've unlocked the door, that's I'm sure that's fine. I do like these little mousy statues. Like chainmail style texture on the heads, but on that head at least. I guess there's nothing really to do here. Come a long way. Oh. Hello. No? Was he missing? Oh. Oh God. Sure, he must be around somewhere. No, haven't seen him. Oh. Oh, sorry about that. Apparently one of my cats is missing. That's not good. I'm sure it'll turn up though. That's what cats are wont to do. Right, okay. Oh, you may remember from the intro that this door was sealed as the animals made their escape from the cursed castle. You know, they were chased by the forces of the underworld. So I'm sure nothing bad will ever happen from us opening this. I'm sure Uncle Argus will be just inside. Ah, now we got the interiors again. Once again.
It was Quill's favorite story. How Sir Argus fought beside the Sprite Champion to seal this temple from the arcane and secured the survival of their kinds. Simply standing in their heroic footsteps felt like a great honor.
Yeah, I'm guessing that Uncle Argus isn't actually Sir Argus, but a descendant, because of the amount of time that seems to have passed, but I could be wrong. As I was waffling about it just before, I do love the interior environments. I don't know, I like the large open environments are fine as well, I guess, but I like especially enjoy these interiors. Ooh, I see you, Stroll. I see you. We still got a little bit of light poking through here. Ooh. Yeah, as I mentioned, platforming in 3D, even in VR, is still a little bit awkward. Like, even with our increased level of spatial awareness, we're still going to miss some jumps, I'm afraid. We've only let Quill down once so far, though, in terms of actually dying. We're not going to think about that. These horrible pits. Quill's fine. Quill will never put a foot wrong. So what are we doing here? Well, obviously we want to go over there. We've got a button around here. Lots of twigs. Got a glowing area back here. Ah, nice. That's probably easier once you move this statue. The statue, they usually go on these pedestals from the couple we've had before. And that's obviously our... Oh, sorry. It's obviously a problem right now, as the pedestal is a bit raised. What can we do with this? We can move it forward. Let's just get behind. That magic dust. And a button. Yeah, there we go. The buttons only keep things down while you're standing on them. But I actually managed to position the statue in such a way that the lip of the raised portion of the plinth was holding the thing in place anyway. More of these guys. So the baddies are powered by the underworld, but these things are very robotic, which is interesting, I guess. I see that scroll there, but it looks like we're gonna have to... No. There we go. 1-2 dodge 1-2. That's the way to do it. two in the mix. I mean, dodging becomes a lot more tricky when there's a couple of them. There we go. See the forest above us and the mire. So we can spin this guy around. So a little more, and I can line that up with the exit. Oh, just less. There we go. Oop. Can't cut the spider webs. They do move when we go through them, which is a nice little detail, I suppose. This game's got a lot of nice little details. Yeah! Scrolls. But must be careful, don't want to be sued by Bethesda, as they of course own the word scrolls. And that's an entirely reasonable thing. Right, okay. Guess we're going round up there. Okay. That's the end goal. Gonna have to get something to hold that down, I suppose. We push this in. We can pull it out. Oh, I'm a silly twazzock. That's a grabbable surface. You can tell by the stretch lines. And the reason to pull this block out is to reveal a portion without the this weird railing, I guess. Pull the lever. Release the robotic bug. Put that back. Okay, before we head back down, let's see if we can get the scroll. So it looks like there's an area up here. A couple of exits. Doesn't look like we can get up there though. Whoop! Oh, phew. Yeah! We can beat that guy up. Another one will respawn. This is how you know you're in a puzzle area that involves manipulating the enemies, because we can grab and move them. And when we put them on switches, they will stay put, which is lovely. So behind us is just a sort of black void. It does have geometry though, like we can shove our head through. It's quite a fun thing about VR games, is just shoving your head through the geometry and seeing how things are made and what's hidden behind stuff. You know, when you're really stuck on where you're supposed to go, sometimes just shove your head through a few walls, see what's back there. Might give you some clues. Okay, we got 2 bugs, 2 buttons. Doesn't look like. We can get both of the bugs on at the same time, but we can press the button ourselves. Let's see what it does at least. Ah, it moves. Right, that should... looks like there's a way through there. Yep. Up we go. Ah, oh, jeez. Is a hole there? Oh yeah, man. Blind. Thought it was a shadow. Okay, now we're up here, and we can cross across. Climb over here. Fall down into this pit. Pull the lever. Now we're free to make this move. bug up there. There is something I want to do over here. Right, by moving that bug we can get up here, which usually is a bad idea because there's not enough time to jump and hoist yourself up, or hoist Quill up before that block comes down and hits her. Which is why you need to depower the mechanism. Let's have a look up here. Right, as you can see there's a bit of a ramp back here. So let's get it on top, and also a scroll, which is what we want. So while we're obviously meant to go this way, there's a hole through here, which gives us a scroll. Now my first time through I didn't notice that hole, but I managed to do a jump from the ramp when it was in its highest point to here. I never managed to do that again. It's quite tricky, but it is possible. But if you know the hole's there. Okay, didn't even need to dodge. I think the grass sword is slightly stronger than our... Oh no! Oh, you know when you do something without even thinking about what you're doing? Okay, here we go. It's gonna be simple. Right, you get over here. Da 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 da. Okay, we've let Quill down again, and that's not what we're about. That's not our business. We're not here to let Quill down. Quill must not be let down. Quill's a precious baby. Precious baby murder mouse. We must protect her at all costs. Okay. Yeah, let's yeah, see, that's no good. The timing on that's just not possible, so... whoops. Too soon. Okay, here we go. You can move again. There's that door seems to be powered by those switches as well, which means you can just do that and move on. See, I love these little mouse gargoyles. They're super cute. Ah, we're up here. Okay, can I just squeeze? Oh, looks like our health has recovered. Yeah, we're blue now. Guess changing screen restores our health. It's nice. Oh, we're up here. I recall this place very well. We broke those pots? Yeah, we definitely broke those pots. I remember seeing them despawn. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cable problem back here. It's nice to sit down, but this swivel chair does pose some risk to the strength of the cables. Also, this we solved the puzzle here, so it looks like it's just unlocked forever. Even though we left the room in a state where that button was still being held down by that bug. So that's just a nicety of the game design. Ah, this room. As I said, I have played through until after this dungeon portion. So once we get through this episode, it's going to be a lot harder for me to know exactly what to do. Hopefully that won't pose too much of a problem. I mean, so various failed recordings and my own playthroughs of this game, I have played through this section like more than once, so I know what I'm doing. Right, we got two buttons here. We got one that opens that, and we got one that opens this. Obviously we can't hold down that button, but we can come in here, move this around. Now we can move this bug out the way, stand on the button, and send him through. And now we've opened up both of these exits, which gives us access to a third button inside. which opens the door and solves the puzzle. High five! Yeah, this is the sort of game where there's a... there's an achievement for high-fiving a mouse, which is wonderful. So for some reason, coming out of here and trying to go around this corner to get these pots, a lot of the time I find myself getting caught on this and then walking off the side and having to come all the way back up. Once again, just because you're enjoying a game in 3D doesn't mean that you don't have to sort of get your brain around the direction that the analog stick actually relates to. It doesn't line up 100% because the controller isn't stuck to the headset. So maybe there's something they can do. Like in Mario games, they have a thing where like probably a lot of 3D platformers actually. We've got 2 ways to go that are open. One that's seemingly permanently blocked off, and one that looks like a quick exit. There's a switch back there. Yeah, in Mario games, when the camera moves, like the direction you're moving is locked, even though it's like in Mario Galaxy, there's one section where this becomes really apparent, a 2D section later in the game that involves moving around planetoids. But basically, when you start pressing left to go left, you continue moving in that direction, even though when you're on the bottom of the planetoid, you're now like moving to the right. Which is fine, but the problem is when people, like when you're actually playing the game, like if you'll need to jump to avoid enemies, so you might jump and stop, and then suddenly when you're on the bottom, you were previously pressing left to go right, and now you're pressing left and you're going left. So it's like how the game works is that the direction you go in is relative to the camera when you start moving until you stop moving. Which is actually a very clever solution. I think Mario Galaxy was the first one to... oh, this room. This room's a bit of a pain. I think Mario Galaxy was the first game to really do that. And I mean, it made a lot of sense in this game. Oh no, I need to get on that first. Oh no, stop it. No, praise! Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh man, okay. This is the problem now. Okay, you? You can definitely die. Hopefully you won't respawn. Okay, you're new. Yeah, the problem with healing is it does make you stand still for a minute. Okay, you respawn, that's not good. It would be super nice if you didn't respawn. Okay, that thing can only go up, right. So we can hold them to pause them for a second. You go over there. Right, okay, you're defeated. Sort of a... Okay. We have a couple of pots. Let's finish this. Oh god, my precious mouse friend is taking far too much damage, I don't like it. Right, we're through. I believe we can just... Can we jump back through here? No, okay, we're gonna have to repeat. Whole thing. And that is a scroll back there. Let me just reset. Did realise after my last recording I did have some sunlight streaming through my window. This is an attic. I've got quite a large window above me, which has some very primitive blackout style stuff going on. Oh, that was unfortunate. Resetting these is like the worst thing about this room. Yeah, apart from... Yeah, this is a part of the game where it gets a bit tricky because we're expected to use the motion controls on the old DS4. I do wonder when the PlayStation 9 eventually comes out, are they going to have to pay royalties to Star Trek for having a DS9? These are very important thoughts that I have all the time. Right, okay, that was an ordeal. Deeper into the dungeon we go. Right, what have we got here? We've got buttons, we got switches, we got a thing to rotate. It's like we can climb this wherever we want. Stick it over in that direction because there's nothing up there that we want. Right. And we can climb up here from this side. Oop. But yeah, it looks like we can just jump up there. Yeah, there we go. It's quite generous the distance you can grab ledges from, if they're marked to be grabbed, that is, because if they're not, that's no good. Right. Okay, we got a gun guy again. You may be wondering, what's the use of the gun guy? As the game will handily tell us now, while we're in possession of the gun guy, we can shoot. This is where it really becomes evident. Like the rights firing with the right stick there is just it's a bit of a pain. Oh, pardon me. There's no two ways about it. It's just gonna. Okie dokie. Looks like we're all set up here. Yeah, it's more than move because like you're used to moving around, but when you have to switch to the other stick, suddenly like spatial targeting becomes, you know, oh god, what am I doing? Come on, Quill. It's like we can make it up here. Yes. Unfortunately, this is just a shortcut. Did I break these? Probably. How am I? Oh man, I got a lot of dust. I'm sure we'll be back in the library to see our dust collection. Dust. So this is the way to go. Well, it's nice that there is a shortcut back. Okay, this room gave me a bit of trouble the first time. We can head through here. Open this guy up. Right, which lets us get up here. Which gives us access to this switch, which raises and lowers these two blocks. You may notice that there's sort of a lip here, and that one's got a higher thing there. That's important to realise. Oh, it's a bit hard to fight back here. Can't exactly see what's going on. Okay, so we're up here now. And what does that get us? Well, not a lot, it turns out. What we have to do is rotate this fella around here. Now we can access this part. Switch those blocks, so we got some blocks on top of blocks. And now I believe if we... Oop. There we go. Position this here. I think we can jump up there. No, we can't. Okay. Right. What we can do though... Oh. Yeah, trying to do two things at once is a bad idea. Just accept your limitations and do things slowly and carefully. That's the way. There we go. Right, okay. Now that that's down, we can jump over here. Follow these lovely lit stairs. Regarde le scroll. Don't sue me, Bethesda. Very topical jokes. Topical jokes. Right, which lets us jump over here. Hit this switch, which lowers this. It does two things actually, because now we have another route up top, and it spawned this guy. So what we want to do is let's take control of this dude. It doesn't look like we can hit that switch from here, so let's go and sort that out now. We want, yeah, that's the position we need. Now we can turn around. Oh, too far. Oh, that's a bit strange. Look at that. Right, and now we're here. Whoop. Okay, I'm thinking about this all wrong, aren't I? Trying to work this out. I need to get on that block. It needs to be in that position. Right, but I can't get over there unless it's in the lower position. I've done this before, so I'm definitely getting a bit confused over nothing here. The answer will be obvious once I work it out. Right. Right, okay, now I can go over here. But this needs to be... Yeah, I understand the puzzle, Quill. I'm just trying to get the scroll. That's quite. I think it's very neat to have like the this character try and explain the puzzles to you in such a. Oh, I'm being a silly Billy, aren't I? I'm being a very silly Billy. Like, because I'm trying to get up there when really I need to just go around here. Will you stop it? Okay, don't worry. You'll feel better. You'll feel better. Right, okay, now we can jump across here. Hit that. Yeah, this is the thing that I missed on the my first playthrough. This little bit of grabbable stuff there. And completely fail that, that's fine. Just the bug can't hit the first switch, only the second. Oh, what am I doing? I need to go now. It's hard to remember what to do sometimes. There we go. A bit of a Diddy Kong jump there. Let me jump even though I was falling off the platform. Okie dokie. Yeah, we did it. Okay, we can't actually move while she's doing a little animation there. But my god, what rewards. Look at all these pots. They could be full of dust. Yeah, give me that dust. Dusty dust, dust. Very important, very important. Oh, it's a tricky jump. right down there. Ooh. That seems important. Clop. That's in my orb now. That was neat for a couple of seconds there after you absorb the hexagon shield thing. Her eyes actually follow the follow your orb rather than your actual head, which I think is how it generally usually works. Right, okay. Luckily we know about the shortcut, so this should be nice and simple. Although there's no direct way up as far as I can tell, we're going to have to take the old motion control express. Too far. Ooh. There we go. So, did we drop down at some point that made it impossible to come back the other way? I do wonder. Oh, man. Look at these guys, man. They've been guinea pig soldiers by that guy's mace. Let's have a little look at this room. More gargoyles, more of these guys in their chainmail. And we got hexagonal holes, so let's once again, I can't help wondering if this might have been sealed for a reason. Also starting to wonder, like Uncle Argus obviously didn't come through here. We saw him get kidnapped back at the pool, I suppose, didn't we? Oh, now this is a room. Where's Quill? Where are you, Quill? Quill? Hello? Oh, there you are. Guess we can have a little wander around. We can jump up here. Oop. Doesn't look like we can grab onto there though. Nope. These things, even though they look like they should be, they're not interactable. There's some smashable pots on these two areas. Some sort of chain. 4 blue lit torches. And a closed door. Looks like everything. From this button in the middle. So it does look rather like the face of a clock. Only 10 points, and they're all. It's always 6 o'clock on that clock. It's always 6 o'clock. Okay. Well, so that didn't help us very much. All the fires have gone red. Time for a fight. Oh, I messed up there. The old 1-2 dodge strategy didn't work because I missed the first 2. The wrong side, damn it. Right, I really wanted to be over there so I could get this guy. You're only given a split second to get up there. Right, Okay, this is how this works. It's a bit confusing. I suppose on this side you can jump up there and try and run around, but you don't have a lot of time. So I want to make sure the last enemy is killed where I'm in range to jump up here. Right, okay. And now this is going to raise, which lets me get these important pots, and then quickly run back across here before it drops. And I can press the button. Leaning on my volumizer, that's not what I want to do. No, one light is blue. So I'm guessing next time this one's going to raise, so I'm going to try and sort that over there. Just trying to see if I could oh, this isn't good. Let's get rid of this guy. Right, bait this guy to fire. I should have plenty of time to heal. If I get hurt again. Come on. Oh, fudge. Is this the last guy? Come on, over here you go. Still fire, that's neat, I suppose. Great. Okay. I heard the chime. Now this is going to go up. Run across here, deal with this guy. Jump back across. We have to stand still while using motion control, so we can't just hold those guys still while we do this. Alright, good success so far, and we got all the pots. Getting real tricky now. Oh. We've let Quill down again. Thankfully we've been checkpointed though. Let's just try and deal with these guys as quickly as possible. And also focus on these bastards. It's going to take us up. I'm guessing that it's going to be this side this time. I'm not sure because it reset. Or we just had to do it twice. I feel like that's the sort of thing they changed in playtesting, is they very clearly had 4 lights. Like you'd have to repeat it 4 times. But maybe I died the first time as well. Maybe it gets easy if you die, who knows. Game design, man. Game design. Well, this is nice.
Quill felt a swell of pride as she approached the Cavern River. Its guiding banks once led her people to safety after the Cinder Night. Now, all these years later, she would follow it back.
There's the castle. Doesn't seem to be pulsing with demonic energy right now, but you know, some statues of humans, angels, I guess. Humans don't generally have wings. It's a nice beach environment. Man, nice and peaceful out here after all that business in the dungeon. I feel like this is a good stopping place, so thank you once again for joining me in my virtual reality attic. We didn't actually go to the library at any point during this episode, did we? Huh. Just the cutscenes are front loaded. Anyway, once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.